Small local racetracks. It seems almost all communities have one, or should I say, had one. Some communities had multiple within a very short distance from each other. This gave birth to local racing associations, like the Pioneer Valley Racing Association, right here in good old Massachusetts. These tracks, whether they be dirt or asphalt, help propel local racers to become bigger stars or just made them local legends. Today, these tracks are all but forgotten. Please join me as we take a trip down memory lane and hit the road to explore what is left of these old tracks. This is Lost and Found. Out on Monument Road in Hinsdale, New Hampshire, you will find the Hinsdale Airport Speedway, or at least what's left of it. The track opened in 1950 and operated through 1953, but during those years it was so popular with drivers that the track would get 40 to 50 entries each race coming from all over New England. The track would also hold powder puff races, which was a ladies only race. The track was a very, very crude quarter-mile dirt oval, but there were a lot of big local names that raced there. There was nothing special at the track. There were no grandstands, no flagman's tower, and no concessions. It was just a dirt track in a big field. The Wyndham Racing Club sanctioned races until the Pioneer Valley Racing Association came over and held them out to the end. The demise of the Hinsdale Airport Speedway was the 1953 season, which saw most of its races canceled due to rain. Gonna be doing some drone footage for us. According to Google Maps, however accurate Google Maps is, we are standing currently on the outside of either turn 1 or turn 3. There's no indication of how the track was situated, unfortunately. So there was never much information about this track. The information that I do have is that the track was in operation from 51 to 53, and it was very well populated though, which is wild for its short-lived career. But what Grant and I were just talking off camera before we started recording was like right in through here, and you can kind of see it. The growth looks taller, but it's really not. It's banked. It's banked all through this area right here, which is it's absolutely incredible to see that. And then you can kind of see it out there too, how it's banked up like that. It wasn't a very, very big track, but 40 to 50 competitors a weekend here, per race. And that's incredible for a small little track out in the middle of nowhere. There's a property marker out there, I see. No indication of who owns this, so we can just assume that it's the town of Hinsdale that owns this because it is the former lot of the airport, which was here prior to the Speedway. That's hence Hinsdale Airport Speedway. But obviously over the years this ground has been torn up and tilled up, and I'm sure. It was 53 was the last race. Walk over here and check out this bank here. Maybe do some exploring out into the woods a little bit. But yeah, like right in here, you can, it's hard to see in the camera, but it all comes up. The ground comes up. We're now going uphill onto a bank, and there's Dad over there. So this would have been the two turns right here. And I could just imagine the cars running around here just screaming. So a big name for Hinsdale and Brattleboro, Sonny Rabideau, the flying Frenchman, and he was one of the biggest. He was one of the biggest. I actually met Sonny many years ago, before his passing, when he worked at the parts store. That's what he was doing in retirement. So I mean, I didn't know him as a local racing legend at the time. I wish I had, but I'm gonna try to get some information, maybe some interviews from some people who knew him, because I know his son-in-law, and I know some of his good friends too, just from being in the automotive industry for so long. But let me scoop up Dad, and we'll take a walk out to turns 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. I do not know at this time. Okay, so here Dad and I are. Now we're gonna head out yonder. And so what was here? What, you mean like prior to the racetrack?
So I mean before this now, it was a racetrack here.
Yeah, between 51 and 53. And I had mentioned it earlier when I was taking a look at these corners here. This track, with how small and out of the way it was, drew in 40 to 50 competitors per race. For a tiny track like this. The gentleman who owned it, his daughter and son-in-law, oh no, sorry, that's inaccurate. That's Brattleboro I'm thinking of. I don't know if I have any ownership information of the track from who owned it, but prior to the best we can assume is the town of Hinsdale owns this field. That's why there's prohibited signs for four-wheeling and stuff like that, and any all-terrain vehicles. But the little bit of the track history is kind of cool, just because of how popular it was for such a small track out in the middle of nowhere. You know, in theory, when you really think about it, I mean, it's not on a main drag. You know, it's not easily accessible.
I mean, it's not far from the main road,
but it's not like it's on the main road like a lot of tracks are. I mean, that was, speaking about track history, that was actually one of the things that kind of killed North Wilkesboro Speedway, was that it was not directly off of an interstate. It took some time to drive to it, and they felt that it was just better to close the track, you know. And then of course other tracks got built, bigger, better tracks, but that's kind of the demise of all these small tracks. Is the sport started growing so much in the 50s that the bigger tracks would start taking away the local racing scenes. You know, and of course financial issues and things like that, because no spectators anymore. But I think we're starting to come up to just a little bit farther here past this flag. Should be the other set of turns here. I mean, you can see there's just not. This field is just garbage, absolutely garbage. You could tell that this field was beaten hard for years. I mean, this would technically be heading into the bank turns right here. This is kind of cool though, because you can see by the vegetation, like where it was. This whole row here. I mean, it comes uphill a bit too, to enter the turn. This is something. Oh, prickers again. Oh, we had prickers that rhythm in bad. I think I still got that pricker stuck in these pants even after washing them. But no, this is, yeah, so this would, yeah, this is crazy. So this is, I really wish I had another something or others with me, so I could have a live view of where we actually are. This is just crazy. I don't think we got to worry about ticks or anything, but yeah, so this right here, it does slope up some. And this is, but there's like zero evidence, you know, like physical evidence, like stuff I can touch, like at Rhythm and Speedway, we were graced with tires and what was left of the grandstands, and both here in Brattleboro didn't have, you know, there wasn't anything known about concession stands or any seating or anything. Oh, there's the drone. I don't know if you can see that on camera. But no, this is wild. This is so, well, you know, maybe this isn't as small as people thought it was. This is a pretty big area. This must rival Miller's Falls in size. It has to. At least I don't have to worry about ticks. Just prickers. Oh, look, there's prickers. No, just like sticks and stuff. Yeah. Out on Marlborough Road, or Route 9 in West Brattleboro, a farm owner by the name of Edgar Lawton, with help from his daughter and son-in-law, built and operated the West Brattleboro Speedway. First opened in 1950, the West Brattleboro Speedway operated until 1955. Edgar Lawton's daughter and son-in-law were the ones to be running the day-to-day operations. It was a clay track, built in oval shape, as most were, but with adjustments over the years. And the reports claimed that the track was either an eighth of a mile, quarter of a mile, or a third of a mile in length, though most pictures show it being towards a quarter of a mile in length. There were grandstands for spectators and concessions for serving food, just to make it more of a racing atmosphere. The track, just like Hinsdale, was still crude, with no safer barriers and just logs around the track. Though today, there isn't much left of the West Brattleboro Speedway, there is some significance left in the woods. You know exactly what it was, but this right here, I mean, look at how open that is. This would have been the exit to turn 2. This is amazing. This is now Hamshaw's lumberyard. So, oh, some LVLs. Wow, look at the length of them. Holy Jesus. I put up some LVLs in my time, but those are massive. Wow, look at that. Isn't that incredible? I bet you there's got to be something out in those woods. Boy, that's something. So this would be the exit of 2. And then this would have been the back stretch right down through here. Because every photo that I saw was taken from the front stretch, and you can see the trees in the background, and it looked like it was facing in this direction. Right. So I don't know like where the grandstands were or anything like that. At least that's what it looked like. I mean, it's too bad that there wasn't enough information. Like when I was at Rhythm Inn last weekend, it specifically said that the grandstands, the back of them were up against Miller's Falls Road, and there was actually evidence of the grandstands left, like the posts and everything in the ground, which was really cool. But I definitely think a venture through the brush is going to be kind of worth it, at least on my end. I don't know if Dad wants to go through the brush or not, but yeah, I don't know if you want to go through the brush or not.
How far do you want to go?
But I'm going to walk this whole entire section of turns and come out the other side. At least I'm going to go. Oh boy, it is well overgrown, but as soon as we get through this, it's a little easier. Oh, there we go. Oh, nope, that's modern garbage, I think. Yep. No, probably foam from Leader. Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's a funny thing about the guy who used to own this, Edgar Lawton. He got busted by the state police using his farm registered dump truck to haul clay to the track, and when he was in court, the judge asked, "Oh, so you're growing stock cars on the farm, huh?" Well, I don't know if this would be our first bit of evidence here, but here are just some logs laying here. I wonder if they were just plowed up, because this track supposedly was just lined with logs, and that's confirmed by pictures that I've seen. I'm just thinking maybe those were some that were just plowed up over the years. I mean, you would think they would have rotted clean out by now, but you never know, depending on how big they were, what they were. Oh, prickers again. God damn it. You would think there'd be something somewhere.
They buried it and they mowed all that down to...
Oh, to... Yeah. Oh, prickers. You know, I mean, it feels very, very turnish, you know, and look like it should have been banked at one point. I don't know how much it was banked. There's nothing that specifically says that the corners were banked, but just a little bit of evidence, you know, other than, I mean, that's recent stuff there. Car parts or something, tires. I don't know. Boy, it would be nice to come across something out here. There's a modern tarp. It almost feels as though maybe everything was removed and or buried over the years. Especially like what Grant just said about when leader was originally put in, you know, was everything just buried, you know, plowed over and buried. But this is, unfortunately, this is all that is really left of the West Brattleboro Speedway, which either Brattleboro Speedway or West Brattleboro Speedway. Not exactly sure exactly what it was named. We can't figure out through history, you know, if it was called anything else other than West Brattleboro. Sorry about that camera angle for a second. Just pointing at the sky. Ha! Whoa! Oh, I'm tripping over something. Just a random log. Okay. Oh, that's a bush. This is so overgrown in here. And this would have been, I believe, turns 1 and 2. I'm not sure. I mean, it could have been turns 3 and 4. I thought the camera, all the footage that I've seen is from the other way, or from this way, you know, facing that way. But I could be mistaken. But no, I mean, this makes sense. Here's what would have been a backstretch right through here, you know, minus that maple tree, and it would have come clean right through here. But yeah, Edgar Lawton wanted to put in a racetrack, and sure enough, he did in this racetrack. This was Sonny Rabidou's home track. Sonny Rabidou was quite the race car driver. He, oh boy, sorry, this is taking a lot out of me. Walking through this pucker brush here. Let's go look over by the river maybe. Maybe there'll be some evidence of the track over here, you know, or some evidence of some cars. Or something. Maybe there'll be something. Alright, sorry, I just had to do a self-check. Ticks, you know, the whole 9. But, no, gosh, there ain't nothing through here, is there? Is there? I mean, I don't know. I know the track was close to the. This is just a little like cut through path or something. Some of the track was over there, kind of where I was walking. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm covered in fuzzies and everything. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do a whole episode on Sonny Rabidou. I mean, the people that I know that know him, or knew him, I should say, is just incredible. Absolutely incredible. Sonny had such a history here in this town. Fortunately, a lot of the racing history in this town in general is lost. You know, ow, those were prickers. Okay. So, coming out here, this is the pond that was put in after the track was gone. So, This actually has nothing to do with the track. It was at the bottom end of the track though. So the other end of the pond would have been the other two turns. So yeah, as you can see, we're getting close back down the leader. I'm about to drop my tablet again. Shouldn't have brought it with me. But this was once mowed in a, you know, kind of a turn shape, a little wider than this, to try to represent two turns in the track. But everybody thought that's where the track was, but it wasn't. It was way over there. It was way over there. I'm gonna venture back through here, back through all this, see if I can get back out on the road or back out into the lot. I'm a bit of a ways down. Oh, I have no clue what that is. But ow, that was prickers. That was prickers. Yep, because I always run into prickers. So this would have been the infield. This would have been all. I mean, obviously you can see. I mean, this field is just. I mean, it's a field. That's what it is. It is a field. I'm just gonna try to make my way down through this way. Maybe over here. Try to pop back out. Oh, it is getting thick. This was a bad idea. But it's okay. It is okay. I do it all for you guys. Do it all for you guys. So, this would have been one of the straightaways through here. Had to have been. Boy. Oh, the pucker brush is thick with this one. Oh my lord. I thought Hinsdale was bad. Holy crap. Oh, yeah. Wow. So, after further investigation, the original path that Grant and I took, we believe, see, now we're starting to come off the back of their indoor building. This is the turns, not in front of the tree line, but behind the tree line that I had approached. I'm not going to go too far in just because of how thick it is again, you know. I mean, Hampshire was nice enough to not care what we were doing out here, and I don't want to push my luck. But this would have been the entrance. Maybe it is so tough to tell. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do like a time-lapsed overview of the area, and gosh, and I hate to sound like I'm repeating myself constantly, but when Grant mentioned about it being like 4 feet higher and being completely dozed over, and just to make room for leader, for their yard and everything, it's just a rock. I mean, but boy, wouldn't it be incredible if just right, I can hear the drone in the air, it's funny, right through here, if there was some sort of evidence of a race car or a tire or something. But I just, God, oh, the vines and the pucker brush, and that was in my mouth. But this almost seems more, with how close it was. With how close it was in the, oh my freaking lord. No fucking way. Oh my god. I fucking found it. You gotta be kidding. Look at that. Is that not freaking incredible? This is the hugest find. This is something else. Oh my God. Yep. West Brattleboro Speedway. This is, I knew I was off. Yep. Would you freaking believe it? An old oil can. Yeah. Yeah. A muffler? No. Maybe? I don't know. Holy Jesus. You know what? I'm gonna take it. I have to. I have to save this stuff. Look at this. Look at this. This is incredible. Oh my God. This is absolutely incredible. This is unbelievable. The evidence back here. This is what I have dreamed of finding. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at it. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind out here. Just done racing. Your car's trash. Throw it away. Leave it there. Does it matter? Nope. It don't matter because you're gonna be back next weekend, right? But look at this carburetor. Look at that. This carburetor was on a fucking race car. Can you believe it? Can you freaking believe it? I'm so glad I worked my way out into here. I am so, oh, yep. Look at that. Look at that. That is wild. Take the carburetor with me. Pipe sticking out of the ground. And back to where I found that tarp. No wonder I didn't see the stuff back here. This is incredible. Well, we're gonna venture on back, and that's going up on my desk. Not gonna touch it, not gonna clean it, not gonna do anything to it. Just gonna put it up on the desk. I'm gonna mark it West Brattleboro Speedway. That is the biggest find. That is the biggest find. Who knows if we'll ever find anything like that ever again.